What's going on, Opinions of Mine YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't got a chance yet, hit that subscribe button or ring that bell for some future notifications whenever I make some more content. Today's a little bit darker. This is a more serious level video. I know that a lot of what we do on this channel is to keep us away from that actual dark thing and sad thing that keeps us to where we can stop making progress. But this is really about a learning experience, and it's about a past experience that I actually had. So about 4 years ago, I was sitting in this same position right now, and I did this on purpose. I'm not even driving. I'm in my neighborhood. And I just realized that I was sitting down, cranked, in front of my house. So I turned my car off, and I started this video. The reason is because 4 years ago, almost today, like to date, I was working full-time construction. I had a side job with a couple friends, and we were treating it as if it wasn't really a business, but it was. And it was promotions. And what we would do is we would work on the weekends to go grab clubs that were a little bit more, dead when it came to like people not being there. And we would do $5 a head for people that we would promote to come in there that were 21 and up. And we'd do $10 a head for people that were 18 and up. Very simple system, very, very easy to scale. If you're not doing anything like that in your area and there's a need for it, definitely highly recommend it. Just stay sober, don't be a crazy person, and pay people that you only need to pay. That's my only 3 cents about that. Anyways, I wanted to say something because I was sitting and I had had enough, and it was about 4 years ago. I was living at home with my brother. We had a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house that we were renting for like maybe $650 a month. And other than the gigs I was doing with what I just told you about, I was working full-time construction, and I just really never had time to myself. And the time that I did had, I squandered around dabbling in drugs and drinking a lot. Binge drinking. That bled over all the way from college to into those years, about 4 years ago, like I said. I sat in the actual seat one day because I had had enough, because something had happened to me the night before. And it was something that truly changed my life. It scared me so bad, and it also scared my little brother as well, who was in the house with me. We had had an event, my friends and I drove home that night, and I had been drinking, and I shouldn't have been driving, and I didn't remember how I got home. Well, it turns out my little brother told me that he actually had to come knock on the car window and let me know, hey, your music's too loud, you're blaring music right now, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you've got to get in the house, you're way too, drunk to be behind a wheel. And it was just such a mistake, and I never, ever, ever wanted to get like that again. And to this day, I know it's very important not to drink and drive, and I do not do it, not even after a beer. So definitely changed. But anyways, he had let me know that he had gotten me in the house and all this other stuff, and I went outside and my fence was almost broken down. I drove into my fence, parked the car, and fell asleep with my head on the wheel. It was intense. My brother was scared, and when I went outside and seen that aftermath, I was scared. So I jumped in my car and I drove around and I thought about my life, and I sat down and I made a video, and it said, my name is Rodney Martin Waits II. I am driving a blah, blah, blah Impala, which is not even important now. I think it was a 2002 black Impala. It had rips in the back seat. It had all kinds of damage to it, and it was just a terrible looking car. And I was very unsatisfied with my life. And I said, 4 years from now, or 3 years from now is what I think I said, but it's 4 years now. But I said, years from now, I will have a brand new car. I'll live in a house where I can easily make the payment. I'll have a job that I love. I'll be working in an environment that I absolutely can't get enough of, and I'll have everything in abundance that I need and want. And here I am today, sitting in that position. I let that sit in with me for a second when I actually pulled into this driveway. Out of all the things I have going on today, that sat in my mind. I don't know where that video is. I think that I actually have it in my cloud of one of my emails, but that day I had $7 to my name, and I pulled it out and counted it out of my wallet. This day I have way more than $7 to my name. That day I was unsatisfied with my life, and I did not want to go work from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. to barely make $10.50 an hour. These days, if I did my hourly rate, it would be probably 10 times that. So it's just insane how putting it in your mind and making the actual moves it takes to make it happen can come to fruition for you. And I'm very thankful for those days because it taught me a lot. And being in this position now is not about one of bragging rights. It's about one of accomplishment. It's about progress. It's about feeling successful, because those days hurt me so bad. And out of pain, guys, comes the most tremendous amount of motivation that you have ever felt in your life. You either let it make you or you let it break you. And I let it make me. Until this day, I still make these videos with you, and I'm still trying to become a better version of myself. But I'm so much better than I used to be. And I'm so very thankful that it was that mindset that got me through it. I hope that you keep the mindset that I developed about 4 or 5 years ago, and I really hope that you know that anything's possible, because where I am today and where I was then is completely a 360. I never ever thought that I would be in this position that I am in so quickly, and I hope that I continue to scale my life and live my life to the fullest in the name of God and the people that I love. Because I know what it's like to have nothing. I know what it's like to make the wrong decisions and put yourself in a bind. I know what it's like to get in a lot of trouble and think that you're going down a path that most cannot stop you from. So keep that mindset that you deserve more, you are more. And above all, have passion, purpose, and perseverance to continue to be your best self. Thanks for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and thanks for tuning in.